In what is known as a real bummer, for whatever reason, my end of the video on Hindu notes just destroyed itself. So I will say it again. Hindu theater. Let's talk about Hindu theater. It dates back to 1500 BCE when dialogue was used in religious hymns. So just like the other forms of theater that we looked at, Hindu theater also begins as a religious exercise that ends up becoming much more secular, I guess would be the word, as time goes forward. Really interesting how these very different cultures, different civilizations end up starting at the same place, right? All starting as religious and then moving out of that. According to mythology, Brahma, the creator god himself, invented theater and commanded that the first playhouse be built. This is really an interesting difference between some different ways that theater has been looked at throughout time. So in Greek theater, you have the idea from Plato that artists are the lowest form of people who work in the lowest levels of reality because they are imitating an imitation of the true forms of things. You've got Christian philosophy that looks at Roman, Rosie saying hi there, that looks at, she wants to play with me, that looks at the excesses of the Roman performance as terrible and negative, and they ban theater. And in India, you have that, the creator god himself commands that theater be performed. True theater, though, that wasn't as religious, emerged around 500 BCE and was performed in Sanskrit, which is a literary language that was used and understood primarily by aristocrats. As with early Chinese and Japanese plays, most early Hindu plays were specifically meant for the aristocracy. Sanskrit, not a language that is used by anyone anymore. The only scenery was a decorated wall with doors leading to the green room, a place where actors changed and relaxed. We still have green rooms today. We still have the same building for the same purpose in almost every performance space. Plays were strictly performed for pleasant entertainment, and they always ended happily. Hindu theater was one of the first to allow women to perform as well. So rather than have, these complicated tragedies that make you feel bad, Hindu theater always ended happily with everybody smiling. And, first with women to perform. Great. Well done. Okay, that's going to be the end of our History of Theater notes for this week. Have a good weekend and rest up. See ya.